Hey everybody, my name is George Davis and I'd like to welcome you to Political Science 104, American National Government and Politics. This video is intended to sort of guide you through the course, give you some sense of its organization, how to navigate it, talk a little bit about the assignments, etc., sort of give you the basics of what you need to get through the semester. When you log into the course, you're going to come to this page called Course Basics, and this is just a written version of basically everything I'm going to cover in this video. So if you want to scroll through that, you certainly can. Gives you a sense of the organization again, or if you just want to use this to kind of go back and remind yourself after watching the video, that's one of the ways I think it's going to be very useful. Second thing you're going to see as you navigate through the course is a link to the syllabus, and this gives you the basic information about the course. You're also going to find a lot of this information here as well, but I'll just kind of walk you through the syllabus quickly, give you an overview. So the first thing you're going to see here is my information. If you need to contact me, there are two ways you can go about this. You can call me or email me. Generally, you're probably going to be better off emailing me only because, after hours, if I'm not in the office, I'm probably going to respond to email more quickly than I do to a phone call. You're certainly willing to call if you wish. And during the day, there's a pretty good chance you're going to catch me in my office, but if you send me an email, I will get back to you probably as soon as I get the email if I can answer your question. And if I can't, as soon as I have an answer, I'll get back to you. You're going to see a description for the course here, the sort of outcomes, what you should be getting out of the course. Also, brief description of each of the assignments that I'll use throughout this course. You'll also see a description of these assignments and some instructions as you work your way through the assignment pages as well. And then you'll see the course schedule. These are the due dates for the course, sort of when you should be working on the course material, when each assignment is due. I will send you announcements about that as well as we kind of go forward in the course. So in this course information part, you're also going to see again, basically the same information that we found in the syllabus, just a quick way to sort of get to the course schedule or to get to the textbook information or to get to the instructor contact info. Just one thing quickly about the textbook, and that is there's an ebook available, and the ebook is cheaper than the actual paper version. I would encourage you to buy the ebook if you are comfortable reading online. If you are not, and I am not, then you're probably somebody who wants to buy the paper book. But it is a little bit cheaper to buy the ebook, so I wanted to make you aware of that. The sort of essential things that you need to get through this course are here in the course essentials and the assignment. So if you look at course content, this is kind of an outline of the course and talks about the way the course is designed and gives you some of the material you're going to need to get through the course in addition to what you'll read in the textbook. So you'll see that the course is divided up into 4 units. Each of these units is roughly 4 chapters. And if we look at Unit 1, for instance, we'll see the first 4 chapters of the textbook are in Unit 1. If we look at the first chapter, just to give you some sense of the organization, you'll see that there's learning goals, what you should be getting out of this chapter as you read it. There's sort of an introductory video or lecture, if you will, covering the material in each chapter. There's an outline that kind of lets you sort of guide your way through the course material, especially the reading. Sort of focuses on the things you should be getting out of the reading. And then these last 2 things here, the flashcards and the practice quizzes, are meant to sort of help you prepare for the exams. The flashcards basically allow you a chance to practice the terms for the chapter, and then the practice quizzes you can take as often as you want, as little as you want, but it kind of gives you a sense of where you stand. And the quizzes are not graded, and in fact, I don't even see the grade. So there's no pressure at all to the quizzes. It's just meant as a way for you to study for the exams. So each chapter kind of walks you through the same sort of things with that respect. And each unit has these assignments attached to them as well. So I'm not going to go into the assignments in detail right now, but will just walk you through some of the navigation, the course discussion, the discussion board. Here's the instructions for the discussion board, and then there's a discussion for each unit. The one thing I will say just quickly about the discussion is please, please, please be respectful of your classmates. I try not to get involved in the discussion, and I found from teaching online for about 10 years now that the discussion is much better if the professor stays out of it, if he or she gives the students a chance to interact with each other. But To do that, it means that the students have to be respectful of each other. So I really like you to focus on the course material, focus on the discussion questions. This is not the place for personal attacks or personal insults. I realize that politics can become heated. I don't expect you to agree. I just expect you to be respectful of each other. There are 4 exams for the course. The first one's available now, so you can start that as soon as you're comfortable. There are some simulations for the course, and this is a way to sort of connect the material from the book to the real world. One quick thing I do want to tell you about the simulations is that the simulation itself is this first link, and I'm not going to click on this because it's going to take me outside the course, but there's also a link for the answers. So each simulation is going to have these questions attached, which when you get in the simulation, it's going to give you the questions. I would like you to submit the answers through the second link. That's the easiest way for me to get these answers and grade these answers and get them back to you. And then there's a current events blog, which is another way that you will connect the course material to the real world of politics. And we are in a pretty interesting time for politics, so I think it's really interesting to sort of make those connections as much as possible to the real world of politics. The final thing here is some resources. Newspapers, which you'll need for the blog assignments, a link to the ebook, and then a link to your grades, as well as variations of technical support if you do need them to get through this semester. I can probably help you with basic technical problems. Send me an email if you're having problems with the course. I'll try to answer them, but if not, probably the best bet is to get in touch with Marshall's tech support people so we can try to figure out what the problem is and how to solve it. What I don't want you to do is to get behind because of technological issues. That's the one downside to an online course, is that you're constantly sort of dependent on the technology working. If the technology doesn't work, then it's very easy to get behind. So if you do have technological problems, please, please, please let me know, and we can figure out, what our best course of action is to get those problems solved. So those are the basics of the course. A couple of things about myself, just to give you a little bit of background. Again, my name is George Davis. I am a professor at Marshall in the political science department. I am from New York originally, New York State, the northern part of New York State. I went to a SUNY school, SUNY Oswego, for my undergraduate degree, and then I went to Virginia Tech for my master's degree and Penn State for my PhD. And I've been at Marshall for about 12 years now. And I've been teaching this online version of this course for about 10 of those 12 years. So over the years, I've really tried to, tweak this and design it in a way that's really sort of easy for you to navigate, easy to get through. What I don't want is the course technology to get in the way of the course material. So if you have any problems at all, again, with sort of navigating the course, you're not sure what I'm asking you to do, probably someone else has the same question. So send me an email, give me a call, let me know what the problems are, and I will address them for everybody in the class. Because what I really want out of this semester is for everybody to do well in this course. And I think there's no reason why you shouldn't do well in this course. It's just a matter of, us getting through the semester together, not letting the technology get in the way, and making sure we're focused on what matters, and that's the course material. So again, just a quick welcome video. If you do have other questions as you kind of work your way through the class, I would sort of invite you to click around a little bit, just sort of, look at what sort of things are here. If something doesn't make sense to you, please get in touch with me and we'll make it make sense. So welcome again and good luck. And I suspect it's going to be a pretty interesting, few weeks of the semester for politics. So I look forward to it.